can see there's no one here. So Robert chose to park at the farthest place possible.
Yes, I did.
Because apparently he thinks we need exercise for us to get out. Again, another movie reference. Anyone?
Just be pleasant, please.
I am being very pleasant at Mount Pleasant Winery. Thank you. There is the water tower. It is always the same water tower. I don't know, it looks kind of big. Cold and foreboding. Bottle your own dessert wine. Personalize your bottle. So high tech over here. That's the corker. Impressive.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna taste a couple wines. Look at that wine glass. I want that wine glass right there.
You couldn't finish that if you tried.
Probably not.
I could. You can make your own.
Make your own. I don't want to make my own wine. Alright, 5 for 5. So Robert says no cheating. Thanks for taking a test.
We are.
Alright, thank you. It's not a test.
It is a test.
Or is that
How'd you come out?
How did I come out?
Yeah.
I chose completely a couple different answers than you.
Good.
Wait. Okay. Only 1 or 2 different answers from you. Alright, we are done at Mount Pleasant Winery, and it was actually much nicer than Robert was worried. It was going to be too big, too hoity-toity.
They seem kind of, the one in Augusta is a little different. The girl here was extremely nice.
The employee she made it. She was so super nice. I really enjoyed talking to her. And she also talked about Branson overall, so she was very informative, and she actually gave us a recipe to merge a couple wines together. I thought that was awesome. You can turn the car on. It's warming up a little. It was warming up. So yeah, I definitely recommend Mount Pleasant Winery. The building itself is pretty cool, and the wine tasting room is one huge octagon. It's really neat. And the bar, the tasting bar. Oh my god! I did my own 5 tastings, so give me a moment to collect my thoughts. The tasting bar is round too, and so I just really liked the way it looked. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're in the area. It is one of those wineries that you have to pay for tastings.
But if you buy something, they offset.
Oh yeah, did she give you your $5 back? Okay, so if you buy something, you get your money. But it was $5 for 5. Did she give you 10 back?
$10 back.
So we got our tasting back. We bought 4 bottles. We will hold on to our wine forever. It's just, we're not alcoholics. I don't know what to tell you.
We like collecting wine.
We like collecting wine, and we like to sit it on the shelf and look at it and enjoy it and eventually drink it. And I don't know, it was fun. I'm just really impressed by the employees so far. Like yesterday, the guy was super nice. Today, the woman is super nice. So haven't really had any bad experiences.
I don't know if we've really had bad experiences in Branson before. It's a
friendly
place.
Not by the employees. It's always by the guests. Oh my god, I don't even get started last night.
Yeah,
we almost got into a fight in the parking lot because some lady don't know how to park. This lady was test driving. She was learning how to drive in our hotel parking lot.
Well, that's what she said, but
which was super busy. I'm not even getting to the story. It was one of those did that really just happen?
It didn't seem real because it was her and a younger girl. So this woman who looks like she's in her 40s.
Okay, go ahead and get into the story.
All right. So it's a 40-something-year-old woman, and there's a girl that looked like 12 years old.
8.
Okay, 8-year-old girl was outside of the vehicle and trying to help
give hand signals to this woman
hand signals
backing
to
up.
the 40-something-year-old woman.
It's like that scene in Austin Powers where he's in the golf cart in the concrete hallway, and he keeps backing up and he's not getting anywhere. This woman was backing up and she wasn't getting anywhere. Parking lot is full. People are trying to park, and she's taking her time. And Robert was just, he didn't honk or anything.
I didn't yell. I didn't say anything.
But if you looked at him,
I sat there. I waited a while. I sat there and waited for her to do whatever.
And then he pulled into a different spot.
I pulled into a different spot, but there were
people coming
coming
in angrily, he did it.
Yeah, that was an angry
But
part.
he didn't honk or yell at her.
I didn't say a
word. He didn't say a word. But she still rolled down her window, and this is exactly what she said. "Sorry, I'm learning how to drive. I'm from Chicago." I'm like, And I looked at her, I said, "You're learning how to drive?"
And then she...
You're 40 years old, and you're driving a van. I would hope you have a driver's license.
And then she just kind of said something about, I know it took me a while. And I ended up saying, yeah, it took you a while.
It was weird.
And that was the most I said. I mean, I wasn't going to go off on her, but it's like, lady, there's other places to learn how to park, because...
She was just looking for a fight, because he actually didn't honk at her or anything.
No, I didn't say
It was one of those moments where, like, did that just happen? I think what got me
Pick
was...
a better spot. If you're going to learn to park, pick a spot where there's not people coming and going every 2 seconds.
The thing was, she said, I'm learning to drive, but she's driving.
She's driving, so that's a lie.
So, and she came from Chicago, so hopefully you already have a driver's license.
Yeah.
I grew up old school. You're not allowed to leave the house without your driver's license. You're not allowed to set into your car without a driver's license. You take your driver's license everywhere. I thought everyone was like that. It wasn't until I started watching Live PD a year ago, I realized that people think driver's license are not mandatory. You don't need to carry it around. Who cares about IDs?
Live PD. It'll show
Live
you.
PDs, every time someone gets pulled over, they don't have a driver's license. And they act like it's no big deal. So I guess our driver's ed was a lot different 30 years ago than it is nowadays. I was thinking about that earlier, because like in our driver's ed, Robert, did you have this? We would watch videos of like death. Like this is what like all these videos of, if you don't pay attention while driving, this is what you're gonna look like. Do they do that nowadays?
I don't know, but I know at my school we had a driver's ed course where you got credit for it, but you would go to this trailer like every other day or something, and it was like basically everybody had a steering wheel. It was like you were sitting in like a seat, like you were driving, and you had a steering wheel. It was a simulated driving thing, and you all watched a film up at the front of the classroom, and everybody, you were supposed to pretend driving.
Robert's high school was way more high tech than mine.
Exactly.
We did not have that.
And it had a shift thing. It was like it's the old days when you had the shift.
Have that.
The
we just had this guy
talking. Yeah.
Watching these weird movies on film projectors that were, I think it was called Faces of Death. It was so scary. It showed, honest to goodness, real crashes, After Effects.
But that's good though.
It is. Like for the first 10 years of my life.
It's real.
I didn't even first 10 years of driving, I didn't even want to touch the radio station, because I thought that was going to make me crash if I changed the radio station.
Obviously they're not teaching that anymore, because the way some people drive, they don't care.
Yeah, they need to go back to those scary 3D or film reel projectors of what will happen if you take your eyes off the road.
And you'd actually on ours, there was only a couple days where you did the stick shift thing, but I don't know why, but I ended up getting a perfect score on the stick shift driving. I never got a perfect score any other time, but I must have been doing something right.
We didn't teach stick shift either. You had to get your boyfriend to teach you how to drive stick shift.
It was so weird though, because you were the steering wheel and you had the shift. It was like you did everything you were supposed to do. It was like you were in a car, except you weren't, and you were watching a film I don't know, there was 15 people in the class, 30 people, I don't know. And you're watching this film, and you're supposed to do the right things at the right time.
All right, enough. Long story short,
I loved it.
Mount Pleasant is awesome. Employees are awesome. Other guests aren't. Let's go to the next winery.
Branson people are very nice.
Branson workers, residents.
The residents of the area are very nice.
Guests are not. But you know what? It's Easter weekend. There is 4 times as many people as we're used to. So, and we didn't get into a fight. It was just the weirdest situation ever.
I don't look for fights, but they sure find me.
He does look for fights.
I don't look for fights. I'm a very nice person.
He thinks the world's a hockey game. He's looking for fights. All right, let's get something to eat. Let's get some food.
Let's get something else.
Alright, we're back at St. James Winery. We actually walked, that's our hotel right up there on the hill on the right. We walked, listen Branson, why do you have no sidewalks?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
This place should be totally walkable everywhere. There's no freaking sidewalks. We're like walking through businesses and stuff. It just seems like it would be a good city.
On the main strip, I think they got sidewalks.
A couple of them, but still not as many sidewalks as they should. They should have sidewalks. It's like literally 1 block away. Why would we drive from our hotel that's 1 block away?
It's foolishness. There goes a helicopter.
It is foolishness.
I can't see it.
Can't see him. There's the water tower that we see everywhere. Alright, so this wine tasting is free. You get 5. We're actually only trying 3 because we have one more winery to go to. And I actually the selection was a lot less, and I just didn't see any that I liked.
So we've got one person looking for all these people.
And you just put one down and told you where to stand.
And then they got a guy telling me where you can stand. I don't see him.
Yeah.
Let's try to stay to the right of the road
Okay. Alright, we're walking to the next winery and Robert's all worried. So that was St. James Winery, and it wasn't okay. We didn't buy any wine. There was two people pouring wine, a woman who was busting her butt, and an older guy just standing there. And it's like a U-shaped bar, and he didn't like where I was standing, and he told me I needed to move, and I'm like, what? He goes, well, you just stand over there. And then as soon as I moved, another couple went to where we were, and he didn't yell at them, so that kind of just ticked me off to begin with, and it was weird. It's like
it was weird because he's just kind of standing around. She's running around. She had, I don't know how many people, at least 8 people, helping them, and he's just standing there and watching.
Telling people where they can and cannot stand, which was weird to me.
Very strange. It wasn't the most welcoming place.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there was not. He didn't have there was no hospitality there.
I didn't feel welcome.
He was a crabby old man.
He's a crabby old man, and it was a U bar. I should be able to stand wherever I want on that bar.
It's just weird. You get that first encounter you have was negative.
Yes.
It's going to make a negative experience.
Because he didn't really just say why. He just said move.
He didn't even say hello.
Yeah, he just said you need to move.
It was not friendly at all.
I'm like, what? What do you mean I need to
What are you
move?
talking about?
So it was weird. He was weird. It just ruined it. And so we did try. So they had 5 wine samples that you could try for free. I only tried 4. Robert only tried 3, only because the selection was huge, and we knew we had one more winery to go to, and we didn't want to get.
And I'll be honest, I was holding a grudge.
Oh, yeah, he was ready to leave as soon as that guy asked us to move. He didn't ask us to move. As soon as he told us to
He
move.
wasn't nice. It's like if
But I'm like, no, I'm here to get my coupon.
It's a hospitality business. If you greet people nicely, be nice.
So next, we're going to Vine Winery. It's just 2 parking lots over, and I like them already. They have a whole bunch of American flags flying up front. They have a POW flag flying. Very nice. So hold on one second, I'll flip it around. Alright, next up, Vine Winery. Next and last winery this trip. So after this winery, we're going to go back to our hotel room, charge our cell phones. We're still deciding if we're going to watch the game in our room or go to a sports bar. There isn't tons of sports bars to choose from, but Robert did find a couple restaurants that have TVs, so we'll see. We still have a couple hours to decide.
I have my doubts that there's going to be a lot of Blues fans.
Yeah, there's no one wearing Blues stuff today.
No,
And if anyone was a Blues fan, they would be wearing Blues stuff today. Alright, I highly recommend the Vine Winery. It was actually an older gentleman, very retired older gentleman that helped us. Oh my god, friendliest guy in the world. That sampling was free too. And he was so knowledgeable, so talkative. It just made the experience 100 times better than St. James Winery. And you know, there was other people there too, so you know, he was helping other people, but he still managed to not make us feel rushed. And then the lady checking us out had the most adorable baby strapped to her chest. You know, sometimes I get irritated by kids, but it was really cool that she can keep this job with her baby. It just tells me it's a family-run company, a family-run business, cutest baby in the world. I thought it was cool that, you know, they make allowances for families, and I like it. And yeah, we actually did buy a couple bottles of there. So, gosh, I don't know how many altogether. We have like 8 bottles of wine we're taking home. That'll last us a long time. We don't always buy bottles of wine when we go to wineries, but when you get friendly service and the tasting is really good, kind of just want to help the companies out, and we will drink the wine eventually. Alright, now we're walking back to the hotel, and again, Branson, why do you have no sidewalks? Why? This is a tourist attraction. There should be sidewalks everywhere. Sidewalks.